welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. Hit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Louisville's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Snap from the gun on third down. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Cardinals are on the move. They'll give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Pitt Panthers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cheek. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. It will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Done enough for the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. There he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him. And some room to work. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working that left side now. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
To the ground, he's got it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Complete on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's cheap. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will have to boot this one away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it's
turning it on. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Louisville! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Here's a heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try the left side. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
From the gun, running back on the move. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams, missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
They'll go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. At the 45 on its way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 18 over Arkansas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for the corner on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's cheap. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. The score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Corralled by the kicking team. Touchdown, Louisville! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride.
And the ball is loose on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Touchdown, Panthers. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Trying to escape and get it himself. Never seems to take the big hit, finds enough room to get to the 29.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know, easy all.
Breaks into the open. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They're going to ride this running back. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off the play fake. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He spins that thing down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Amatova. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking deep down the right side. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
When they try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the...
Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer.
Picked off. What a play to set them up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Quickly to the tight end. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up.